Hello everybody, and welcome back to KamenRider Blackman. I hope everyone has enjoyed their Christmas, because now we're back to doing a Zio review, because here I'm doing KamenRider Zio episode 16, as this is my second to last video of the year, because tomorrow will be my last video of the year. So I'm gonna squeeze out one last review for today, or at least I'll squeeze out one last review for 2018, and then prepare for tomorrow's video. Episode 16, which one quick oh, sorry, my mind was drifting for a second, so let's just dig in right now. Also, for this video, there won't be a lot of clips being played, because in this episode there was like a lot of music being played, and so really trying to avoid copyright, because before 2018 was over, I got my first copyright claim. Yes, my first video idea was an attempt at doing a reaction video to see if I can try that more often. But then, after posting said video, it got taken down. So instead, I'm just going to review the episode how I usually do, because none of these videos have ever been taken down before. So let's just get into 16. So, we start off where we left off at, with Sogo getting his ass kicked by Omazeo, and is given an ultimatum. To avoid his fate, he would have to surrender his belt. Now, about this first scene for a second, and I just realized now that my camera is very weird. Anywho, about this one scene, Omazeo is a badass. Like, he isn't scared of shit, and he doesn't give two damns who you are, because you getting your ass kicked one way or another. And but of course he's not going to kill Sogo, because that's his past self, and if he kills his past self, then he won't exist. So instead, he just opens a time portal to let Sogo and Tsukomi back to the present, and waits for Sogo to make a decision in the past, where he doesn't say a word. He just comes off like an OG, and it's fucking amazing. Oh my god. So, they go back to the past and find Gates getting his ass kicked, which, spoiler alert, Gates gets his ass kicked a lot in this episode. So much that I'm starting to think that he's on the same power level as KamenRider Beast. And in the heat of the moment, Sogo asks for Gates to destroy his driver, and completely goes through with it by throwing it in the air for Gates to shoot at it and break it. One, first of all, damn. Two, all of that took real conviction to do, considering how much of a KamenRider and working on becoming a good opposite of his future self, like Sogo came to be. So all that hard work going to waste, that has to hurt. And three, fuck Power Rangers Ninja Steel for always having moments where something's in the air and they immediately shoot it, because they never meant anything. So, everything's been undone. Omazeo's forces in the future have been disabled because he no longer exists. So, Gates and Tsukomi could go back to their time, where Sogo admits that he's way stronger than Gates. And to be fair, he is. Hashtag secondary writer bitch syndrome. And so now, moving on now, we catch up with Tsukasa and Aura, where his plan of scarring Sogo actually worked. But he's not happy about it because there were no flaws in his plan. To which, now he wonders what's he going to do with his plan. And to that I say, what plan? To which, what plan? And then afterwards he says, don't worry about it, it's nothing important. Then, why did you bring it up? Yeah, the reason why I didn't play... Yeah, there are 2 clips of that right there. Not playing it because... because don't want to get any issues if music will be... I don't want to get any issues with it. Because like I said, I already had one video taken down. It was a reaction video that I was trying out, but you get the idea. So, anywho, moving forward. With that now going on, since Omazeo is now out of the picture, and the Time Jackers have no interruptions, they can go forward with a new plan to reactivate Omazeo's guard robot so he can kill Sogo. And, why exactly? Sogo's not a threat on their radar anymore to make him a target. Like, if anything, Woes would be more of a target because he's all for Omazeo's presence, and he even goes up to Sogo while he's getting beaten up to give him a replacement belt. That would make him more of a target for the Time Jackers because with Woes aligned with them and trying to bring back Zeo, they're literally having their plan shoot itself in the foot. Anyway, so yeah, like what I said, Sogo takes a beating, and at one point he just stands prepared for whatever attack to happen. And first of all, he doesn't get hit. Gates throws a sign or something, and which protects him. And Tascomi and Gates see that Sogo is going to take the hit to protect an injured child. Now, just to get off story for a second, I have one comment to say about Sogo. He is literally like my favorite character in this show so far. Because I like, first of all, his actor is fantastic. Because the range that he is portraying, it's so entertaining to me. Because it's not just serious. And he sort of reminds me of Yusuke Godai, KamenRider Kuga, but yet he's still his own person. He has this positive attitude, and when there's no other way, he has to accept what he has to do and just go about it. And but still, not that he's entirely like Kuga, because this is a completely different scenario. Because this is more future changing, and yet Sogo's still more of his own person about it. Now, so yeah, for what I've said so far, and understand right now, how do I say this? Now I know what I'm saying. Now I know what to say. For out there, like, I know people have their comments about the show so far right now, and they have their complaints they have their comments, some good, some bad, but some others have their comments and complaints about Sogo. And to that I say, why? And also, understand right now, I'm not invalidating anyone's opinion, because I'm giving my own from an unbiased perspective. I'm giving from my observations of the show, and Sogo Sogo can be an idiot, but he still has no other further problems, and I really like how he shows his dedication and shows his care and compassion throughout this episode. Like, when he decides he's just going to give up being an overlord, he just accepts it, knowing that it hurts, but he knows that's for good. Like, I can't look at that and say that has to hurt. Anywho, back to the story. Tsukasa comes in and says the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And that is, which side should I be on? Then goes after Gates. Can someone tell me again why Tsukasa is popular? Yeah, not seeing it. Anyway, so Decade starts fighting and transforms into KamenRider Wizard. Inconsistent detail. He's in flame style and he summons water. Anyway, so Gates gets knocked into a hole filled with very little water at a harbor where all this is taking place at. And same goes for Sogo. This clip I can play because, yeah. So, Sogo and Gates are having a bromance moment where Gates offers his driver to Sogo, yet Sogo refuses. And now here's the moment for the future. So, sworn to prevent Omazio's uprising, Sogo comes back as KamenRider Zio and takes Decade on and the robot while getting Gates the replacement belt that Woz had for him earlier. They battle and Sogo soon transforms into Zio Decade Xade. Final form, I don't know what the name is because it's ridiculous enough as it is and long. So yeah. Anywho, Xade's final form ride is the Mighty Brothers Double X. Great, 2 Sogos. Now this episode's hilarious. Now here's the thing about this form. He's like Sogo is one of them, and the other one, despite how it's impossible, even in Xade early on for them, that one person is like the two of them, yet the other is still independent. But in Xade, it wasn't like that for a little bit until it was later revealed that it was actually 2 people. So, yeah, in this, it still seems a bit far out. It still seems a bit far out there. But, that's just me. So Decade, Tsukasa, he takes his leave mid-battle because why was he even there to begin with? If he was just going to leave so early. But whatever. Wool shows up in his own mech, and this is where the 2 Mighty Brothers being independent comes into question because one stays with Gates to destroy the robot while the other pilots the Time Majin and goes into a mech fight. But either way, let me have one moment to digress. Alright. So, they win for the day, and, oh wait, hang on. Oh yeah, so, they win for the day, and Tsukomi and Gates aren't going anywhere, and after they won the battle, everything that was undone starts right back up, and Omazio just comes completely back, unharmed and aware of everything, because he disappeared for a bit, and knew he would come back like a goddamn boss. どこ受けるの？受験。やらないよ。王様になるのをやめるのをやめたんだ。そっかそっか。And Sogo's now back to secretly disappointing his uncle. Overall, this episode was amazing. Omazio is a badass among badasses, and everything he does just makes him even more cooler. And I still freaking love his suit. It's amazing. It is such a good suit. I love the black and gold, and how red red the visor is. It's just a sweet suit. Anyway, Sogo's handling of the scenario was blunt and straightforward because others before him have dropped their goals for a moment only to wiggle around and get back to them or just charge forward with them. And I only say that because that last part because I had Gaim in mind. But what Sogo did was completely unlike that. He dropped his motivations in everything and was going to stick to it. And it's just now, Sogo he's, in my opinion, he started becoming a good character since episode 1. But now, going into the next quarter, he's starting to change more. And the same goes for Gates, but we'll see from there. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, before this episode immediately ends, we take a look at we have a sneak preview of our tertiary rider. I'm not going to talk about the suit now. I will save that for next year. But still, overall, what really makes this episode for me would have to be the protagonist. And those are my thoughts for today's episode. Alright, next year, or should I say next week, it'll be like a completely regular video, like how I usually do them. Hopefully with more clips and more jokes and whatnot. And if you like this video, share it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell your friends about KamenRider Blackman. And for this video, I will make sure to leave my social media down at the bottom. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.